LaFeria, Texas, as we get ready for some 16-4A football. The LaFeria Lions hosting Rio Grande City LaGrulla Gators here in LaFeria, Texas. And what a matchup we have here today. Once again, the matchup is a 16-4A Division I district game. Let's talk about the standings in this district right now. LaFeria is up 1-0 in district with a 4-1 record overall, and LaGrulla right behind them. They are also 1-0 with a 3-2 district with a big win coming last week in Hidalgo. Then you have the Hidalgo Pirates, Kingsville King, and the Zapata Hawks. So, big matchup here today as both teams looking to stay on top of the district. Let's talk a little bit about both of these teams. With the Rio Grande City LaGrulla Gators coached by Abel Gonzalez. These guys are coming in on a 3-game winning streak with that big win coming in district game number 1 last week where they took the win against Hidalgo 18-16. Before that, they kind of made their statement beating Toloso Midway 20-14, and the week before that, Laredo Martin 37-12. So it's been a turnaround since their first 2 games this season where they took 2 losses to Porter and Raymondville, but Coach Gonzalez has turned their team around. LaGrulla looks to stay hot tonight, but they know they're going to have their hands full against this LaFeria Lion team. But they will need to be on all cylinders to try to be on top tonight. Last week, they started their district season, like I said, with that big win against Hidalgo, led by quarterback Austin Garcia, who's done a fine job at the starting role this year, throwing for 729 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. But he has some weapons out there that are some playmakers. Roy Guzman finds himself at the top of the district in receiving yards with 418 yards on 22 receptions, and he's found 6 3 times this year. An experienced line has a lot to do with the LaGrulla offensive success. Giovanni Lopez and Lupe Bazan anchor that line and hope to win the trenches here tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, the linebacking duo of Derek Amaro and Jorge George Guerrero have helped LaGrulla keep most teams at bay, only giving up 2 touchdowns per game. Guzman, we talked about Guzman on the offensive side of the ball. He's a 2-way starter, and he's going to have to be locked down today in the secondary, as we know that LaFeria will air that ball out as well. This Gator defense will have to be able to find a way to slow down this Lion offense. The home team, the LaFeria Lions, coached by Oscar Salinas. They have been rocking and rolling. 4-1 on the season, beating Raymondville, Donna North, Toloso Midway, and then they beat Zapata in their first district matchup. Their 1 loss came in the non-district matchup against Beeville Jones. The 4-1 Lions have their eyes on the prize, and that prize is another district championship. But first, they will have to be ready to take care of LaGrulla, who has been improving every week up to tonight. Leading the offensive charge for the Lions is quarterback Aaron Trevino, who's led the Lions in the offense. Their offense is averaging over 500 yards a game so far this season. Trevino has continued to prove that LaFeria could be QBU, with some of the top quarterbacks in the valley coming out of LaFeria the last couple of years. Trevino has been doing it both through the air and on the ground as a playmaker, amassing 590 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground and throwing close. He's almost at that 1,000-yard mark for passing and thrown 13 touchdowns. But carrying a heavy load and helping Trevino out is running back Zion Dickerson. He has been the Lions' workhorse and putting up big numbers in doing so. He leads the district in rushing yards at 730 yards, and he has found the end zone 11 times this season. He's averaging close to 150 yards a game, and he's hoping to do so again tonight. Defensively, Elijah Vela has been making the most of his playing time. He leads the Lions in tackles and has 3 interceptions this season. He is hoping his defense plays aggressive to control tonight's game. Along with Vela is E.J. Serna. That's another name that you'll probably hear a lot tonight on the defensive side of things. He's right behind Vela in tackles. And don't forget about Carlos Garza on that defensive end. He will be looking to cause some havoc in the backfield for the Lions. We are about 2 minutes away from kickoff. Stay with us. This is Rio Sports Live. We have you on Facebook, YouTube. Like, share. We've got your game here tonight. We'll be back for opening kickoff.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down.
And out come the Lions, donning their maroon and white here tonight on their home field. As we get ready for captains to step out on the field for both teams, and we're going to see which direction this game is going to start off on and in whose hands is this game going to start off with. Big matchup here tonight, as LaFeria has been the predominant big dog, as you could say, here in this district. But LaGrulla is looking to hope to play the role of spoiler. And why? There's no reason why they can't. They're coming in confident on that 3-game winning streak. And all you need sometimes is confidence and belief. But the Lions, I'm sure, are going to be quick to try to make them doubt themselves with the potent offense of the Lions. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. Weather will be in question tonight, as we've already heard from some schools west of the valley over in the Mission Sherryland area that front is starting to make its way. And along with that front is going to be some heavy rains and lightning. So that's going to be a factor here tonight. We're going to try to keep an eye on things as tonight progresses, and we'll see what we get. But as far as right now, it's a clear night, a little humid. But, man, I'll tell you what, that's what we've seen here the last couple of days. So let's see what happens along with tonight's football action. So we try to get as much as football in as we can before that front comes in and could play a factor in tonight's matchup. So captains coming off the field. Looks like Serna was one of our captains for the Lions. We talked about Serna earlier. Also Elijah Vela, 2 defensive leaders for the Lions, and we can see why they're captains. Their play backs that up, and it looks like their defense has a lot of respect for them. I have the pleasure of calling LaFeria's first game this season over in Raymondville, and you saw what this team would be capable of from game 1. And I said after that Rainville game, I said, man, this is going to be a dangerous team. And they only got better as the weeks progressed and the more reps and the more play that they got. So let's take a look. And LaGrulla played Rainville too. I didn't get to catch that one or make that one that game, but it was a close contest with Rainville stealing it there at the end. So let's see what happens as LaGrulla will receive the ball to start this off. Larry Martinez with the kicking duties, and we're off and away. Ball is received up at the 20-yard line, finds a little bit of room, and then taken down at about the 30 is Roy Guzman. Roy Guzman will do a little bit of everything for the Gators, as he's a two-way starter, so he'll be one of their studs to watch for tonight. He leads the Gator offense in receiving yards, so we'll keep an eye on that number 8, Roy Guzman. And out come the Gators. Out in that trips right. Ball is given off right inside. Tries to get some room up the left. Picks up about 4. So 2nd and 6 now, as the positive yards start off for the Gators. Back in the shotgun, looks to the outside, finds his man. Looks like he might have gotten that first down. Pass complete over to Blue Salinas. Here comes that line, up to the line. In that shotgun, still in that trips right. Ball's kept. Looking up that right side of the field. Got some room, still on his feet, cuts back inside, gets that first down, but there is a flag thrown. And let's see what the call's gonna be. It might be a holding call against the Gators. Running the quarterback duties here tonight, I see his number 12, Andrew Sanchez. As we had heard about Austin Garcia, but he may not be in the game right now. And we have number 12, Andrew Sanchez, at the helms. So the Gators look like they're going to spread out in their formation now. Drops back. Here's that screen play to the right. Looks like he has some room up the middle. Nice run by Roy Guzman. And they get that first down. So quick little pitch to Guzman. As Guzman turns on the boosters, gets the first down and gets the ball almost to the 40-yard line. Gators moving the ball here with lots of momentum behind them. Like I said, confidence is key. And after winning 3 straight, they feel like they can be on the same field with the Lions. And there's a nice run up the gut, but looks like ball's on the floor. Let's see if the officials are going to call it a turnover or if they're going to say he was down. Let's take a look. And they're going to say that the Gators were down, so they will keep the ball on that nice gain in the backfield. Looks like that was Omar de la Garza. De la Garza in the backfield, along with Sanchez. In that spread. Ball's kept by Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get up that right side, but there's about a 3 Lions there saying there's nowhere to go. Slow down. So a wall of Lions there, led by Vela, not giving much up on that play. So now looking at a 2nd and 11 are the Gators. Thank you once again for tuning in to Rio Sports Live, bringing you tonight's action on Facebook and YouTube. Please like, share, comment if you like, but let's be nice and be positive, all right? Here we go. Ball handed off to De La Garza. De La Garza finds some room up that left side, still on his feet. He's at the 15. He gets to the 10. He's inside the 5, and a big run there by Omar De La Garza. He gets himself into the red zone. Big holes being made by that offensive line of the Gators on that left side. Lupe Bazan, you can see him on that line, and you can say, hey, run behind me. I will make a hole for you. If you guys can see 74 Bazan. Gators making their move. Ball is capped by Sanchez, and Sanchez finds the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So the Gators jump on the board first, get themselves a 6-0 lead here in the first quarter. So on their opening drive, the Gators find success. Extra point is up, and it is good. Fix this here, sorry about that. So 7-0 Gators. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
And LaFeria Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. LaFeria Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here we go back to the action coming out of that LaGrulla touchdown, which was a run by Andrew Sanchez, putting the Gators up 7-0. And here come the Lions. Big block up that left side, still on his feet, down the sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds. But not before the big gain by Dickerson. So big time block opened up a big lane for Dickinson for the nice return by the Lions.
So that's where the LaFeria Lions, Aaron Trevino will take over first and 10. Offensive coordinator Daniel Sanchez and down up on the first play.
Now here comes that dangerous Lion offense, led by quarterback Aaron Trevino, but some movement on the line. Anxious to get the play going, and that'll move them back some. I'm sure not the way they wanted to start that off, as Coach Salinas is saying, hey, let's go, calm down, things will get going. Trevino handed off inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez still on his feet all the way to 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Lions. Justin Rodriguez takes it 51 yards for the Lion touchdown. We talked about how dangerous this offense can be, and all it took him was 2 plays to find the end zone here. So a 51-yard run by Justin Rodriguez ties up the score 7-7, or 6-7. Let's take a look at their extra point attempt. Coming out in that swing gate formation, direct snap, and they get in. Dickerson gets in, picks up the 2-point conversion, and now the Lions are up 8-7. So ladies and gentlemen, be ready because we might have ourselves an offensive show here in LaFeria. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
University Kingsville. We are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Back to our game here as the Lions have taken a 1-point lead as Rodriguez finds the end zone and then direct snap to Dickerson for the 2-point conversion. Here is the kickoff. Guzman looking for a lane. He sees one, gets a couple of blocks, and then taken down at the 36-yard line. Plenty of action here in just the first 5 minutes of ball. We're in for an exciting one. I hope this one goes like this for 4 quarters. But we'll see if one team slows down or cools off a bit. Here come the Gators. Quarterback Andrew Sanchez in the shotgun. In his backfield, Omar De La Garza. Snap, handoff to De La Garza. De La Garza met hard by the Lions. In on that tackle. Christopher Davila, part of that, along with Justice Pettis. So looking at a 2nd and about 6 are the Gators. Spreading out in their spread formation. Man in motion is Barrera. Sanchez keeps it himself, gains a couple before being pushed out of bounds. So Sanchez picks up about 2. 3rd and 6 situation. This will be a big 3rd down for the Gators. Humid night here, a little bit of a breeze, but just a little humid. Still seeing what the action of that front is going to do. Gators snap, Sanchez throws it to the outside, picks up a little block. Does he pick up the first? It's going to be a close one, but it looks like he may have, and yes, he did. Plenty of football here tonight on Real Sports Live feed. If you guys are just a football fan looking around, jumping from game to game, I've heard a couple things going on the west side of the valley. That the cold front has come in with some storm, some lightning, maybe some delays. But here on the east side, things are rolling. Here come the Gators. Little hesitation step. Finds himself a little bit of room to run. Picks up about 3. Thank you once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Oscar Rodriguez, thanks for tuning in, watching from New Braunfels. Glad we could stream the game for you. So 4-yard gain there, 2nd and 6. Sanchez waiting for the snap. Hand off to De La Garza. De La Garza bounces out to the left, picks up a couple more. Slowly but surely, De La Garza picking up those positive yards. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Still here in the first quarter. Lions up 8-7. So big 3rd down here. I think that every 3rd down here for the Gators is going to be big because they want to keep the ball out of the Lions' hands. I think that'll be the best strategy. Sanchez under heavy pressure, and here come the Lions with a big-time sack. In on that sack, Christopher Davila making his presence felt as Sanchez was under heavy pressure by a couple of other Lions before Davila could wrap him up and bring him down. Here out comes the punting unit for the Gators. Doesn't look like LaFeria sending anybody back. And here it comes, kind of go off to his right a bit. The punt is up, and it's touched by a Lion, and looks like the Gators jump on it and will get the ball back. And Coach Salinas is not going to be happy with his special team, his punt return team there, as I'm sure they're taught right away, if you're not going to get it, get away from it. So the Gators with a big break there. And getting the ball now close to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Gator offense once again. Sanchez in the shotgun. De La Garza in the backfield with him. Ball handed off to De La Garza. Brought down by David Garza. Defensive end for the Lions. But De La Garza picks up about 3. So it looks like a 2nd and 6, maybe 2nd and 7. Here we go, we're back. Little camera slip up there, apologize about that, but here we go. Gators in that spread formation. Back goes Sanchez, looking for a man, sees one he likes, in double coverage, it's a jump ball, and incomplete. I don't think that Sanchez got the ball off that he wanted there. The throw that he wanted looked a little wobbly, and I'm sure he'd like that one back. But that was a jump ball for anybody's taking. Third and 7. And here we go. Sanchez rolling outside, but heavy pressure. He's brought down. And in on that sack is Travis Menchaca. Menchaca did not give Sanchez any time as the defense comes through again for the Lions. So a 4th and long situation. Let's see what Coach Gonzalez is going to call here. It's almost one of those things, if we punt it, it may just be a punt too far. If we go for it, it's almost the same thing. So looks like LaGrulla Gators want to talk this one over. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this timeout.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Heart of the South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
So punting unit comes out, gonna roll out to his right, finally gets the punt up. It's a high punt, and this time the Lions say, everybody get away. So we're getting close to about the 3-minute mark of the first quarter as the Lions are up 8-7. And the Gators are trying to eat up that clock and stay away. Keep that, take that back. Keep the ball away from the Lions, and that might be their strategy. It's Coach Gonzalez's strategy. We have to make sure that we do not let the Lions have the ball. We saw on their first drive 2 plays, and they found touchdown. Ball given up right up the middle as Dickerson finds a couple there.
To bring up a 2nd down and 8. Dickerson picking up 2 on the first carry.
Here comes Trevino. Trevino keeps it himself, and the Gators are all over that.
Not much running room for the Lions.
So not much there. Looking at a 3rd and 6 situation are the Lions. Trevino back in that shotgun. Has Dickerson right by him with that. Trips left. Trevino rolling out to his left. Finds his man and pass is complete. Still on his feet is Joaquin Trevino. But flag comes out, and let's see what the call is. And that'll stop the clock. It looks like it's going to be against the Gators. And here we go. Lions with a fresh set of down. Ball on the 31. Trevino back in that shotgun. Play fake to Dickinson. Finds himself a man, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now.
Starvin, the intended receiver.
Here come the Lions out in that spread. Kept by Trevino. Trevino finds some room to run up that left side. Still on his feet. Gets himself to the 45 and picks up a couple more. Trevino can do it both on the ground and through the air. Always got to have a man covering here. And there he goes. Pitches it outside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez still on his feet. And then tackled over there by Derek Amato.
Gain of about 5 yards on the catch.
About a 5-yard gain. Kept in bounds, so clock keeps ticking. Trevino incomplete. Flags come out as I see a helmet off. Looks like there might have been some extracurricular activities after the whistle. Things getting a little chippy out there as the Lions are now looking at a 2nd and 6. And that's going to be against the Lions, so that's going to take the Lions back. And I know Coach Salinas isn't going to be pleased with that. Telling his players, hey, keep your cool. We don't want to go in the opposite direction. We want to stay positive here. Positive yards and positive attitudes. 8-7 game, 124 in the first quarter. 3rd and long now are the Lions. 2-back set for the Lions. Snap is back. Back comes Trevino looking for a man downfield. Double coverage, but wide open. Ball is incomplete as they just could not keep his hands on it. Man was in double coverage, had 2 guys right there with him, but turned on the boosters. And that was Julian Torres, who just has some wheels on him. He just couldn't quite grasp that ball. Well, Trevino shows his big-time cannon as he threw a bomb there. So 4th and long, and the Lions punting team comes out, and the Gators are back. Punt is up, kicked away from the returner, takes a nice Lion bounce, and keeps going to about the 5-yard line. So nicely done on the punt, and takes that beautiful Lion bounce and pinning the Gators back at the 5. And we're close to the minute mark here in the first quarter with the Lions up 8-7. This is Rio Sports Live. Thank you once again for tuning in to tonight's matchup as we're bringing you the action here tonight. Plenty of football going on around the valley. I know the east side of the valley hasn't been affected by the storm coming in. I want to say that the west side of the valley has already been hit. So we're just kind of anticipating and waiting to see what happens. But here come the Gators, and the Gators have a big hole up that left, up the midfield section, still going at the 40, the 35, the 30, and then finally tripped up. And a big-time gain by Andrew Sanchez of the Gators. As he just took it and finally got tripped up by one of the Lions, but not before he gets to the Lions' 30-yard line. First and 10 Gators. Clock keeps ticking. We're inside the 30-minute mark here in the first. And the Gators just finding success on the ground here tonight. I'm at the 32nd mark. Now we're about the 15 as those ticks keep going here in the first. Looks like they're just going to let the clock tick out. And in the first quarter, with the Lions up 8-7, that's going to do it for the first. This is Rio Sports Live. Stay with us as we've got ourselves a great game here tonight. We'll be back after this.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Rio Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
Here we go as we start the second quarter, but it looks like they're about to start it, and then someone calls a timeout. I guess they didn't get down what they wanted during the switch of the quarters. So we'll be back. Would you stay tuned with us? Stay with us as we see the developments here, and the Gators are trying to get themselves back on the board.
A district of innovation
and a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Eddie LaGrulla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland. So coming out of the timeout after the little quarter break here, as teams want to get things together, this is going to be a big series here. See if the Gators can stay in there, get a little something going on their side. Here we go. Sanchez keeps it himself, makes a little hesitation move, finds himself in there. Let's see if he got in. And it's going to be a touchdown, Gators. Hard to see on that opposite end of the pylon, but he got himself in there as the Gators are successful. And that was Sanchez once again.
Ruben Thomas will handle the kicking towards for the Gators.
Score now 13-8. Extra point attempt is up. And it's good. 14-8 game here. Start of that second quarter. This is Rio Sports Live. And now it's going to be the Lions' turn. The way that this game is going is the winner of this game is going to be the defense that makes a couple of stops. Because it looks like offensively both these teams are just having a heyday. And it's going to come down to the defense. One of these defenses to step up and make a stop. As LaGrulla now up 14-8. Looks like the kickoff teams are ready. Kick return team is set. And there's the kick. And it's going to be picked up. Here we go, trying to find a lane here, and there is not much of one. So short return for the Lions. And the Lions will get the ball at about the 20-yard line. Remember to like, share, let everybody know, Lions fans, Gator fans, alumnus, rooting on your team. We've got you here, Real Sports Live, Facebook, and YouTube. Lions have the spread offense out, one man in the backfield. Hand off to Dickerson. Dickerson finds himself some room to run. He just takes that tackle on. And looks like he picks up the first down. And looks like they're going to give him 9. So short. Ball given back right back to Dickerson, who's met in the back of the line of scrimmage. And that Gator defense is going to get that tackle for loss. A couple of big boys over for the Gators making that big-time tackle for loss. And the Lions are back to a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's a snap, rolling out to his right, looking downfield. Receiver comes back, pass incomplete. So can't connect there. And now they're facing a 4th and 9. (14-8) Gators up here in the second quarter. And that was a big statement for the defense of the Gators, as that tackle for loss is going to make the Lions punt this one away. Gators pick it up, and he's brought down as soon as he can try to do something with it, as Barrera tried to do something but couldn't get much there. So out comes the Gator offense, and the Lions are trying to find a way to slow them down, as Sanchez and De La Garza have been a 1-2 punch on the ground for the Gators.
So the Gators set up shop now at their own 39-yard line with a 1st and 10. Sanchez has some company in the backfield.
There's the snap, ball handed off in the inside, still on his feet, trying to get a couple but doesn't get any. As De La Garza tries to make a little spin move to stay on his feet, but lost his balance and comes down. 2nd and 10 now for the Gators. The offensive line of the Gators we spoke of earlier, led by Giovanni Lopez and Lupe Bazan, have really been controlling the line of scrimmage here tonight, giving the Gators the surge they need at the line of scrimmage. Sanchez dropping back, but met immediately there by, looks like, was that Serna? No, looks like thought it was Esteban Gonzalez who sniffed that one out, and nicely done by the Lions defense. So now a 3rd and 10 for the Gators, who are up 14-8 here in the second quarter. Man in motion, coming out to the outside on that swing. Finds his man up the middle, and it's complete to Ryan Cifuentes. But he's going to be short of that 1st down. And looking at a 4th and 2 are the Gators. Let's look what Coach Gonzalez decides to do here. It'll be interesting what call he goes with. Be surprised if he goes for it. And it's going to be a gamble here. Let's see. The way the offensive line has been working for the Gators here, I would say go for it, because right now they have really been controlling that line of scrimmage. But looks like Coach Gonzalez wants to talk it over. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Here comes the Gator offense. It looks like Coach Gonzalez has decided to go for it. And let's see if the gamble pays off. Ball out to that outside. The push is there, still on his feet with room to run. cuts back and then slips and falls as he was looking for the end zone, and Sanchez slips. But big time call there by Coach Gonzalez as he takes that chance, and it was worth it. Gonzalez took the gamble, and he rolled the dice for a lucky 7. His thing. Gets that first down and then some. Momentum all on the Gators side. Ball handed off to De La Garza. De La Garza bounces it out to the right around his tackle. Flag comes out. Looks like a little extra shove. And that might go against the Lions, which is not what they need right now, because that's going to give the Gators, that's going to put them inside the 5-yard line.
Charged with another unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a huge penalty being marked off against him.
So that's going to be unsportsmanlike. And that's going to put the Gators at about the 5. Man in motion is Barrera. Barrera on that end around, and looks like he's brought down at about the 1.
Looks like they're going to call that at about the 1-yard line.
Gators up 14-8, and they are knocking on the door here. Sanchez back. De La Garza to his right. And Sanchez goes under center, gets the surge, and he's in. So Sanchez with the quarterback sneak crosses the goal line, and the Gators are now up 20-8. Sanchez finding the end zone already for the 3rd time tonight.
Ruben Thomas will handle the kicking chores for the Gators. Left-footed kicker.
Extra point is set. It's up, and it's good. So the Gators find themselves up 20-8 here in the 2nd quarter. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
We're in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
really
love
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Coming out of the Gators touchdown, Gators find themselves up 21-8 here in the 2nd quarter. About 7 minutes left in this first half of play. Lions get the go and get the push. Dickerson finds himself a good block, and they'll have themselves some nice field position here to try to get something back and try to get some momentum back on the Lions side. The weapons are there now to utilize them. Lions aren't used to being down, but they find themselves down here right now. So now they're trying to play some catch-up. Ball handed off inside to Rodriguez, but not much there for him. Might have picked up about one. Waiting on the call from coach on the sideline. Call is in. Trevino. Two back set, but looks like the Lions want to talk it over going into this timeout. Gators up 21-8. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this timeout break.
By the concession stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the concession stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single?
We're back out of the timeout. Let's see what things are going to happen here. 2nd and 9. Dickerson has a big room and big hole. Gets himself the Lion first down. Looks like we're going to have an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Retos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the LaFeria cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville.
So coming out of that official timeout as the Gator was shaken up, it looks like everything is okay. And the Lions with the ball. Trevino at the snap. Ball handed off inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez picks up some momentum, still on his feet. Finds himself the end zone. Lions touchdown. Rodriguez finds himself 6 and gets the Lions back on the board to cut down that Gator lead. Hope you guys are hanging tight because we've got ourselves a ball game. Lions move their formation over, looking to get that extra point up. Here comes the snap. Hold is good, kick is up, and it's good. So Lions cut down the lead, looking at, there we go, looking at a 21-14 game now. Gators up. They'll get the ball back here in a bit. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
To provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. So Lions jump back on the board with about the 5:50 mark left in the first half of ball, second quarter. I want to thank you guys for being with us here on Real Sports Live, bringing you the action. Getting lots of responses from other play-by-play guys in different areas in the valley saying that front's coming in with some lightning and some rain, but we are good to go here in LaFeria. Let them keep that to them so we can get this game in here tonight. Kickoff goes out of bounds. Flags come out. So Gators will come out hoping to keep their lead and maybe extend it again. There's been big-time plays on the ground by Andrew Sanchez and Omar De La Garza. I'm sure Coach Gonzalez is happy and proud right now with the way his Gators have been fighting. We talked about this earlier. They are the winners of the last three. Kind of put themselves on notice as they beat Hidalgo last week, and they're playing some confident ball here tonight as they have themselves a lead. Here they come. Sanchez flips that one out to the outside as Barrera picks up a couple there. So looks like it's going to be a 2nd and 8 for the Gators as they're playing smart ball. Coach Gonzalez is playing smart ball with his offense right now, just making good decisions. Leaving the Lions guessing. Ball is snapped. Sanchez gives it off inside. Here comes De La Garza, picks up the Gator first down and then some. De La Garza picks up about 6, moving the chains and also stopping the clock. So 1st and 10, ball on the 46. Coming out in that trips left formation, one back in the backfield. Low snap, Dervino picks it up. Take that back, Sanchez picks it up, finds some room to run, follows the blocker. And looks like he's gonna be brought down inside. Doesn't get out of bounds, but does pick up the first down as the markers keep moving. Ball on the 41. As the Gators continue to find success, and the Lions haven't figured out a way to stop the run game. Gators spread in the spread offense. Ball handed off inside. De La Garza takes it. Makes a move, picks up some. Taken down by E.J. Serna. Picks up some nice yards there. Picked up about 7, now looking at a 2nd and 3. Clock keeps going. We're about the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Gators up 21-14. Sanchez back in the shotgun. Man in motion is Cifuentes. Cifuentes gets the handoff, takes it on the end around. Picks up the Gator first down and about 5 more. So the Gators continue to chomp away at the yards and the clock. You know, we talked about earlier, Coach Gonzalez' strategy was probably just to keep the ball out of the Lions' hands, because we know how much production the offense of the Lions can have. So as long as the Gators keep the ball on the ground and finding themselves positive yards, that clock is continuing to run. Sanchez pulls it out himself, picks up a couple there, might get about 3, and looking at a 2nd and 7. Waiting for the call to come in are the Gators. Lions fans chanting defense because they need a stop here. Sanchez in the shotgun does have a lead block in front of him. Ball handed off to De La Garza. De La Garza follows that big lead block, and he finds his way inside the 10. Vela picks up the tackle, but not before De La Garza could get the first down and get it inside the 10. Getting close to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. First and goal situation. De La Garza in the backfield with Sanchez. Man in motion is Cifuentes. Cifuentes gets the ball up that right side, stays on his feet, and it looks like he gets in. Yes, it's going to be a Gator touchdown. So the Gators continue to roll and pick up another TD with 1:43 left in the first half of play here. An extra point is up, and it's good. So Gators extend their lead here. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
And LaFeria Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. LaFeria Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Coming back after that Gator touchdown. And that one's going to sail out of bounds. So 28-14 ball game here. As Cifuentes found himself that touchdown. So Lions gonna need to do something here with under 2 minutes left in the first half. And believe me, 147 is plenty of time for the Lions to put something up. We saw it in their first drive. Their first play got called back off off of movement on the line, and then the next play, boom, off and away for a touchdown, their first drive. So 147 is plenty of time for the Lions to get something going, where the challenge here will be for the Gators to deny a touchdown before halftime so they can go back in halftime up 28-14. So here we go. Looks like we're ready coming out of that timeout. Lions ball on the 30-yard line. Trevino ready for the snap. Hand off to Dickerson. Dickerson turns on the boosters, but caught from behind. Picks up maybe 10. Nice tackle back there by George Guerrero. Chains move, and clock continues to run. Lions back on the line quickly. Trevino has the call. Spread are the Lions. Trevino rocks back, pass incomplete, and that's going to stop the clock. I want to thank you all once again for tuning in to Real Sports Live, bringing you tonight's ball game. So 2nd and 10. Lions now in a trips left. They're going to look downfield. Looking for a screen pass here. Coming back the other way. Has himself some room to run. Stays on his feet. All needs one block. And taken down by that lone block that was back there. Derek Amato might have just saved his team from giving up a touchdown. Clock keeps ticking. Lions are back to the line quickly. Trevino drops back, looks deep down the field, has a man wide open. Touchdown Lions! As Trevino finds Trevino, the Trevino connection. And like I said earlier, 147 left in this half was plenty of time for the Lions to put something up. And sure enough, they do. So 28-20 game here. About 50 seconds left in the half. The Lions are going to try to get this two-point conversion, and it looks like it's going to be stuffed. As we had a whirl tackle there by George Guerrero. Unsuccessful, and Lions will be down 8. 28-20 game here in LaFeria. We've got ourselves a good one. Said it from the opening kickoff that we're in for a fight here tonight, as LaGrulla has come out and has shown that they can play and play at the level of the LaFeria Lions. About 50 seconds left in the first half of play, and it's been a great game so far. We've seen a little bit of everything for the Lions on the ground and through the air, and for the Gators, their run game, they just cannot be stopped right now. Getting ready now for the kickoff after the Lion touchdown. Kick is up. Looks like Guzman will pick it up. Looking for something here. And brought down before he can get to the 30. So the Gators may try to run a couple plays. Or maybe Coach Gonzalez will play it conservative, put the ball on the ground, they get what they get. Or they just, run off into halftime and get ready for the second half of ball. Gators coming out in that trips left formation. Handoff is actually kept by Sanchez, and Sanchez runs out of bounds. Vela was there to make sure he doesn't get much. So now 2nd and 9.
Carry up a 2nd down and 9, gain of 1.
(28-20) game, about 40 seconds left in the first half. Sanchez back in that shotgun, kept by Sanchez, tries to get back out to that right side, stay on his sideline, and pushed out of bounds. So they're just going to chip away here. But now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Clock's still going. It looks like they're going to say that they're going to run that clock. And they might just run it out. But the Lions want to take a timeout, stop the clock, and see if they can try to maybe scavenge one. I'm not sure here. Let's see what happens. About 16 seconds left in this half, but timeout Lions. Will be back after this.
And you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Back to the action here in LaFeria. Lions looking at a 3rd and 5. Snap is up. Ball handed off inside. And he's still going. Picks up the Gator first down almost to the 50-yard line. And that's going to stop the clock as the chains move. We got about seconds left here in the first half. We'll pick up those positive yards, and we are going into halftime with the Gators up 8. Not sure if many people would have thought this is where we would have been at halftime, but here we are as the Gators are making believers out of the doubters. So, but once again, this is a game of 4 quarters and 2 halves. So we got plenty of game here yet to be played. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this break as we head into halftime. And we'll see the adjustments that both coaches make. And if you're watching this game and you're with us right now and you've been watching from the beginning, a couple of things are probably on the minds of some of these coaches. One, for Coach Salinas, we need to slow down this run. How are they being so successful on the ground? What adjustments do we need to make to slow down Sanchez, to slow down De La Garza in the backfield of the Gators? Then on the other side of the ball, the Gators are Trevino has found success in the air. That last touchdown there to his brother. He's had a couple on the ground. So, you just got to think defensively. How can the defenses pick things up? Offensively, things are rolling for both teams. It's the defensive side that, this game looks like it's going to come down to who's going to make the stop. Who's going to make the final stop? Who's going to make a couple of consecutive stops and go from there? So it'll be exciting to see what we have coming up. This is Real Sports Live. We're going to go into halftime, but we'll be back after this, bring you up to speed to some of the scores around the valley, see what we can find, give you some first half highlights and details of happenings. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Bella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rollo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Retos calling by, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the LaFeria cheerleaders and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And LaFeria Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. LaFeria Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at LaFeria, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation,
and a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. We are at halftime. About 16 minutes left here in halftime as we've got ourselves a great game here in LaFeria. I don't think many were expecting this at halftime with LaGrulla up 28-20. But like I said, the Gators are making believers out of the doubters as they've come in winners of the last three. Coach Gonzalez has them believing in themselves, and their ground game is running like a well-oiled machine. So they find themselves up 28-20 on the Lions, but hey, don't count your chickens yet, because there's still plenty of games to play. And we all know and we've seen what the Lions can do offensively. It's going to come down to defenses on both sides. Both sides of the ball, defensively, both sides are going to have to step up and make plays, make stops. They need 4 and outs. They need to stop drives, and that's going to determine the outcome of tonight's matchup here. Now, around the valley, plenty of football going on in the RGV. Let's look at some scores. Right now, I see Westaco East 35, Palmview 6. Harlingen High up 17-0 on San Benito. Ed Calchelsa 21-0 on top of PHAA Memorial right now. PI 14, Rio Hondo 10. Monte Alto losing to Odom right now 53-0. And we've had a couple of postponements due to weather on the west side of the valley. Edinburgh High School in La Jolla will start up tomorrow. As I said earlier in our broadcast, we're talking about the weather as a front is slowly making its way from the west over to the east, but in LaFeria, things are looking pretty good as far as weather-wise goes. Another score coming in, Sinton 21, Raymondville 0. Plenty of football here tonight. Real Sports Live has you. If you can't find your team on Facebook, jump over to our YouTube feed. Sometimes our games get caught up, and they only allow so many games being streamed on Facebook. So if your school or the team you're looking for isn't on Facebook, go check out our YouTube, Real Sports Live. You may be able to find it there. So we got about 13 minutes. The bands are doing their thing at halftime. I know we have a lot of people that have asked why don't we broadcast the bands. Unfortunately, we don't have mics out there to pick up the sounds of the band. It would be very faint if we just use our headsets that we use to broadcast and give you the play-by-play. But we'll give you the audio, we'll give you the video at least, and that's always a joy to see. Maybe you have family or friends or relatives out there in the band doing the best we can. This is Real Sports Live. We're about 13 minutes away from the second half of ball. You guys continue taking your breaks before we get back to the action. We'll be back after this.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Retos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the LaFeria cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And LaFeria Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. LaFeria Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation,
and a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Gullah, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Ro Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to LaFeria, Texas, as we are getting ready and getting closer to the kickoff here in the second half. What a game that we are bringing you tonight. Let me tell you, it's been a back and forth affair as both of these teams are just putting up monstrous numbers offensively and almost scoring at will when things are going smooth. The Gators coming in confident, and they just walked on the field with this confidence today, and they're showing it here, up 28-20 on the Lions. And of course, the Lions were heavily favored here tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see what half of ball we're going to get. You know, we've seen many teams and many games that can play a great first half, and then adjustments are made at halftime. And that's the strategies that are going to have to come in, the adjustments that coaches have made, and it's going to be fun to watch. It really is. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I hope you guys at home are ready. We want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Leroy Flores watching all the way from Odessa, Texas, rooting on his Gators, saying, "Go Gators." Thank you, Leroy, for tuning in. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And once again, our score is 28-20 here, getting ready for the kickoff of the second half. Talked about weather around the valley as the west side of the valley over in Mission, McAllen area have some postponements of their games tonight due to the storms coming in. And it must be a slow-moving storm, and maybe we'll be able to get this. Maybe we'll be able to get this game completely done before it reaches this side of the valley, and that's what we're hoping for. And here we go. We're off and ready for the second half of football here in LaFeria. And here come the Lions. Ball brought up by Julian Rodriguez, still on his feet, trying to follow a blocker, cuts back inside, has one man to beat, makes a move, still going, still in bounds, and finally pushed out of bounds as he makes a nice return to give the Lions beautiful field position to start this second half of ball. Ball gets to the Gator 34. And here come the Lions. Trevino hands off to Dickerson. Dickerson gets around that edge of the left side and brought down. Back to the line, now looking at a 2nd and 6. Trevino in that shotgun, ball handed off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez still on his feet and brought down, maybe short of the first. Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 1 now. And here we go. Whistles blown, flags thrown. It's going to go against LaFeria. Looks like some movement there on the line. So brought back. Now looking at a 3rd and 6.
So now a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, and we're rocking and rolling. Lions ready for the snap. Trevino drops back, has Dickerson, pass complete. Dickerson turns on the Jets at the 10, the 5, gets in for the Lion touchdown. Dickerson shows off his speed, turns on the boosters, and finds the end zone. As the Lions come out on their first possession here in the second half and find goal. Here comes the Lions extra point formation. Looks like they're gonna stay with that 2-point conversion look. Trevino under pressure, uses his feet just enough to get in there for 2. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game here in LaFeria. Let's take a look at Dickerson's run once again. Dickerson just has that acceleration speed. It's like he gets that ball, he sees a lane, and he turns on that extra boost. What do they call that in Fast and Furious? The NOS. Hits that NOS button, and he's gone. So let's see if the Gators can keep their offensive progressions from the first half and continue to keep that rolling here in the second. And defensively for the Lions, if they've made adjustments to try to slow that Gator offense down. Here is the kickoff. That one sails out of bounds. So that kickoff out of bounds means flags coming out. I want to thank Albert Pena for tuning in to our ball game tonight. Thank you, Albert Pena.
So LaGrulla will take over from their own 30-yard line after that penalty. That's automatically puts the ball at their own 30-yard line. Tied ball game.
So tied ball game as the Gators lead diminishes pretty quickly. And we're all tied up. And, you know, if you're a coach in the coach's mind frame, you say the score is now 0-0. Brand new ball game here. And here comes the Gators as Sanchez still at the QB position. Ball handed off. And a nice little gain there by De La Garza. So De La Garza picks up about 5. And he's done that consistently. He's picked up about, you know, maybe averaging about 5-6 a carry tonight. Sanchez in that shotgun and that spread formation. Sanchez pulls it, keeps it himself. Pulls it outside over to the left side of the field. Gets across the midway mark before being pushed out of bounds. Sanchez has done a masterful job here on the ground for the Gators. As it's been a 1-2 punch between him and De La Garza. Then they throw in Cifuentes every once in a while to get that ball. I know they've also wanted to get the ball into the hands of Roy Guzman, who's a big playmaker for them. Sanchez with a lone back in the backfield. And that's to De La Garza. De La Garza bounces it out to the right, finds himself a seam, and picks up about a good 8-9 yards. De La Garza does a good job of just finding a lane, and it doesn't even have to be a big lane. So the vision of De La Garza is just showing his awareness, and he just somehow squeezes himself through that first little crowd and then bursts for a couple more before finally being taken down. Here comes Sanchez, pulls it down himself, and a big-time hit on Sanchez by the Lions. Looks like in on that tackle was Travis Menchaca. So a 3rd and 2 situation for the Gators. Spoke earlier that every 3rd down seems to be a big 3rd down. And if they want to keep this one going, they're going to have to be successful here. Ball handed off to De La Garza. De La Garza brought down, and it's going to be a close call. Going to come down to where the officials mark it.
LaFeria says no. Gators are saying yes.
And let's see if they're going to measure. And it's going to be a 4th down. So now we're looking at a 4th and 1. Earlier on the goal line, the Gators were about the 1-yard line. Then they moved under center. And then they're going to push Sanchez over that line. And he's got it. That exact same play that they ran at the goal line earlier. Sanchez is back in the shotgun. He moves under center, and then they put a fullback right behind Sanchez. Sanchez gets the snap, and the fullback surges Sanchez over if Sanchez is having a little bit of a problem trying to pick up that 1 yard. But that surge from the fullback comes in and gives him enough. So 1st down, Gators. Sanchez looks one way, goes back the other. Pass is complete, but met immediately by Elijah Vela. Gators pick up about 3.
Yards after catch. That will bring up a 2nd down.
Want to thank LaGrulla's Lady Gator basketball coach, Coach Lopez, for tuning in, watching his Gators in this 28-28 ball game here. Gators looking at a 2nd and 7. Sanchez pulls that one himself, comes back around that right side, makes a move, misses a tackle, and may have picked up the 1st down. A little misdirection play, trying to get LaFeria to go one way and they bring it the other. And it's enough for that Gator 1st down, and they are continuing that surge of moving the ball on the ground, just like they did in that 1st half. And the Lions have to find a way to stop this run game of the Gators. They just haven't found a solution for it. Coming out in that trips left. Sanchez in that shotgun. Ball handed off to De La Garza. De La Garza bounces out, but stopped before he can get anything big there. Pulled down by 54 of the Lions, Justice Bettis.
That'll bring up a 2nd down, about 5 for the Gators.
2nd and 5 for the Gators now. Ball at the 22. Sanchez gets the snap, pulls it himself, finds some room to run behind his line, and may have picked up another Gator 1st down. I'm telling you, the run game for the Gators is not collecting just a couple of yards. Every time the ball is run, they're gaining about 5-6 yards a run. And they just continue to eat up yards and in bulk. There's not a big play. They're not making the big play of a 30-yard, 40-yard run, but it's many plays of 5, 6, and that's enough. You know, that's enough to keep the clock running, to keep the ball out of LaFeria's hands, but giving them positive yards and enough to get some touchdowns in on there. Smart game plan. De La Garza up the middle, picks up a couple. little bit of shoving there, but everything looks clean. Everything looks clean. No flags come out. You know, we talked about the offensive line of the Gators who really, you know, they have a lot of experience, and we looked at that earlier, and it's showing. You know, that's why they've been so successful on the ground. You know, Giovanni Lopez, Lupa Bazan, doing a great job leading that Gator line. And looks like Gators are going to call a timeout, talk things over. We're at about the 3:50 mark in the third quarter. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
The Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the LaFeria cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records.
Here we go, 2nd and 7 for the Gators now. Ball on the 10-yard line. They've done well in the red zone tonight. Here comes that strong surge to the right side as Sanchez stays on his feet, rumbles, and might have gotten to about the 1-yard line. They just overloaded the right side of the line. And they said, hey, follow us. And sure enough, that surge was there to get the Gators to the 1. And let's see if they go back to that quarterback sneak. There he goes. And here comes that push from the back. And ball is fumbled and recovered by the Gators, which was a big recovery there.
Ball decided just to squirt out of there.
You know, they found success, and that was the exact same play we talked about. We knew it was coming. I don't know if when Sanchez was being surged, that ball pops out backwards, but quick awareness by the Gators to save that turnover. So 2nd and goal. Here's that end around. Still on his feet, trying to follow blocks. Pushed out of bounds. Ball was given to Josue Barrera.
That was Barrera, the ball carrier.
.226 in the third, 28-28. Big 3rd and goal coming up for the Gators. Sanchez in that shotgun. Let's see, man in motion is Barrera. Sanchez takes it himself, finds a room, and he's in for the Gator touchdown. Sanchez picks up another touchdown to add to his stats tonight.
2:20 in the third quarter now, 34-28.
And 34-28, as this game is like a ping pong match going back and forth. Extra point attempt is up, and it's blocked on the ground, picked up by the Lions. He may have some room to run, picks up a block, gets to the 40, hit but still on his feet, and looks like he's going to take it all the way, gets to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, gets to that end zone as that block extra point is taken back all the way there by Eric Gonzalez of the Lions. for that two-point conversion. About a 99-yard two-point conversion return. Someone bring out the breathing mask, because after going the length of the field, he's going to need some air. So extra point unsuccessful, and we have ourselves a 4-point ball game. I hope that you guys are strapped in, because there's excitement here in LaFeria tonight. LaGrulla finds himself the lead here in the third. 2:20 left in the third, to be exact.
Banking for the Lions. That is Justin Rodriguez. Along with Isaiah LaFeria.
And here we go. Kick is up. As Isaiah Longoria back there, and he's got some speed and momentum at midfield, still on his feet, trips up a little, and then brought down at about the 35-yard line. Longoria turns on the boost, gets himself some good field position for the Lions, but looks like we're going to have an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And LaFeria Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white vans. Our vision is crystal clear. LaFeria Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
It down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Holland South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Coming back out of that official timeout as a Gator was hobbled, but was able to get up and walk off on his own will to the sideline. And we're back here in LaFeria. I want to thank you all for staying with us and tuning in. As in the background to the west, we can start seeing a light show. So I'm sure that storm is starting to make its way. All right, here we go. Lions back with the ball. Ball handed off inside, picks up a couple. As the Lions are going to try to jump right back on the line to try to get something going. We're already inside the 2-minute mark here in the third. Trevino hands it off to Dickerson. Dickerson tries to escape that tackle, but been held on to there with a great tackle by Jorge Guerrero. Guerrero's one of the Gators' defensive ends we talked about in our pregame. Trevino hands off inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez rumbles for that first.
He's going to take that up to about the 22-yard line, but that is enough for another Lion first down.
It looks like we have a Gator shaken up, and we're going to take an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Eddie LaGrulla, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Back out of the official timeout, and we did fix our score there. We apologize about that. With LaGrulla up 34-30, but here come the Lions. Ball on the 22, 1st and 10. Trevino drops back, looking to see what he has, steps up in the pocket, scrambles out to his right, has some room to run, gets to the 10, makes a move, has a lead block, and the Lions get in as Trevino uses his vision and finds the lane to scramble in for the LaFeria touchdown. 36-34 as we're getting close to the end of the third quarter. What a game we have here tonight. Both teams trying to get through this one to stay on top of the district standings. Ball is pitched outside and looks like it's going to be stuffed. Ball's on the floor, but I think the officials are going to call him down before the fumble. So now we're looking at a 2-point ball game as LaFeria is up 36-34. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Back to the live action here after that Lion touchdown as Trevino does it with his feet. We've got ourselves a 2-point game as LaFeria is now up 36-34. Slipped on that return was Barrera. And what's interesting is I've seen this a couple of times tonight. I've seen a couple slips. You know, some teams that come in to a stadium that has turf and they're used to grass, it's a different feel, and you got to get used to that. You got to be accustomed to that. It's a totally different feel altogether. So that return gets just a bit. Ball on the 23 as we're getting close to the end of the third. Ball handed off inside. De La Garza picks up a couple. And that clock keeps ticking. We're getting close to the end of the third. And we've got ourselves a great ball game here in LaFeria. As this may be the last play of the quarter, Sanchez back, keeps it himself, following his blockers, and there's a shoestring tackle by the Lions. Vincent Chapa trips him up and saved himself a big gain by the Gators. And that's gonna do it for the third quarter. We are getting ready for fourth quarter ball here in LaFeria. 2-point game, 36-34. Stay with us. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this break.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are LaFeria, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting,
here we go, fourth quarter here in LaFeria as the home stands are jumping around. House of Pain thumping on the loudspeaker, firing up the stands to cheer on their Lions. Gator ball. Sanchez rolls out to his left. Looks like he's going to scramble and gets it off. Finds himself an open man. Ball is complete. As Sanchez looks like he wanted to take off and made the DBs commit to him, thinking he was going to run. But looks like flags come out in the backfield. That's going to be a hold, which takes away that big play by the Gators. So loss of down, looking at a 3rd and 8 situation here. Gators waiting for the call from the sideline. Sanchez in the shotgun, has De La Garza in the backfield with him. Drops back, looks one way, comes the other, but a big-time tackle by the Lions defense, Marcos Rodriguez. So Gators now looking at 4th down. They're going to have to punt this one away. And that kind of squashes their momentum. And the last thing they wanted to do was put the ball back in the Lions' hands. Up to now, the Gators' game plan has been just that. Let's run the ball, pick up positive yards, keep marching down the field, keep the ball out of the Lions' hands. But right there, they had a big penalty called on them. Ball came back, got themselves in a 3rd and long situation, and just couldn't capitalize, and out comes the Lions' offense. The Lions up by 2, 36-34. Lions get the ball on their 39. Trevino back in the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Gets away from one tackler. Still on his feet. On the 40, the 30, the 35, the 15, the 5. Touchdown, Lions. Trevino once again putting on a show and helps extend the Lion lead. 42-34 ball game now. As the swing gate formation comes out, let's see what the Lions elect to do. If they're going to look for 2 or move things over for that extra point. Going for 2 right up the middle. Trevino has lots of room to run, and they're successful. So Lions extend their lead now up 10. And what a swing that we have here. So momentum, the big mo, as some may call it, is on the Lions side now. And if you've been following this Lions team this season, you're a fan, you're a follower, you already know the prowess of this offense and what can be done quickly in a short amount of time. And the Gators had been doing a dandy of a job keeping the ball out of the Lions' hands. But when the Lions' defense comes up big and the Gators make a mistake such as that penalty, the Lions get that ball back and they're up 10 now. So out comes the Gators offense, and what they've been doing all night is they've just been little by little picking up 5-6 yards on the ground, just eating clock. and eating yards and eventually find themselves in the end zone. I mean, 34 points here tonight. That's a great job by the Gators. But now there's a sense of urgency. You know, down 10 minutes in this ball game. They need to try to chip away at this lead. Sanchez back in that shotgun. Pulls it himself. Tries to find some room up to run on that left side. Not much there. Sanchez has played himself a nice game, has himself 3, maybe 4 touchdowns here tonight, possibly 3. But, you know, he's playing big. This is a big game, and your big-time players need to play big in those big games. A win here tonight puts one of these teams in the lead for their district. Ball, low snap on the ground. Sanchez falls on it. And they're still going, trying to see who's going to come up with it. And they're going to say Sanchez was on it and he's down. But they take a big loss there in that backfield off of that bad snap. And the Gators are now looking at a 3rd and a mile. So they lost about 12 there. Ball goes all the way back. Let's see where it's placed. Looks like on the 17. 3rd and 21. Snap is back. Sanchez is back, looking for his receiver. Looks like pass is low. They're going to see incomplete. So here comes the second 3 and out for the Gators. The first one came back on the penalty. This one comes back on the bad snap. You know, a couple miscues, a couple mishaps, and this is going to put, you know, this dampens the momentum, or trying to gain the momentum back. Little things like that, and then against a team like LaFeria, you're going to put the ball back in their hands, and that's a dangerous thing. Takes a nice Gator roll, still going, gets back, and they're going to place that at the 31. So we're about 8 minutes left, a little bit over 8 minutes left here in our game, as the Lions are up 10, 44-34. Trevino in that shotgun, has a 2-man backfield. Ball handed off to Dickerson. Dickerson trying to find some room and hit hard by George Guerrero. I'm sure Coach Salinas is saying we're up 10. 8 minutes left. Let's run the ball, run the clock. Not do anything crazy. Ball handed off up the middle to Rodriguez. Rodriguez picks up the first, but a flag flies here by this back line judge. Let's see what the call is going to be. It's going to be a face mask against the Gators. So yards are going to be given over here to the Lions, as the ball is going to be placed at the 36-yard line of the Gators. So 1st and 10. Trevino hands that ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez breaks it back up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Might have picked up the first down, and he does. First down, Lions. Ball on the 36, Lions back on the line. Dickerson gets the ball this time, but tripped up. Picked up about 1 or 2 there.
Gain him about 2 yards. He'll be up a 2nd down and 8.
Trevino, Dickerson next to him. Ball snapped. Looks like there's going to be some movement on the line. And flags come out. But what a game we've had here tonight. Still lots of ball to play. As the Lions are up 10, 44-34. Lions looking to extend that 10-point lead. And Trevino, once again, eludes a tackle, breaks it back on the cutback, trying to get all he can, and finally brought down. Ball gets to the Gator 25, 3rd and maybe about 4. Man in motion, but giving up the middle. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle, still rumbling, finally brought down, but all kinds of flags are thrown in. And that's gonna go against the Gators, moving that ball closer and closer to that end zone. Here we go. Yes, indeed, that's going to go. It's going to be a face mask call against the Gators. And the Lions are going to have the ball now. Maybe on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Ball was placed on the 2. Man in motion. Trevino keeps it himself. Plenty of room on the weak side, and Trevino finds the end zone once again. LaFeria now up 50-34 as they have just taken command of this game that was once a 34-34 ball game. And now it's all Lions. Extra point getting set. It's up. And it's good. 51-34, LaFeria up. About 6 minutes left in our ball game. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Roy Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Rectos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here we go back after that LaFeria Lion touchdown as the Lions find themselves up 51-34 here in the 4th. Guzman tries to bring it back the other way, but taken down and flags are out. And that's going to go against the Gators. And a couple of penalties like that have hurt the Gators. As you know, we were at a 34-34 ball game at halftime. And a couple mishaps. You had that big penalty, took the Gators back to a 3rd and long. They ended up punting it. Then they had the bad snap, takes them back to a 3rd and long, and then they had to punt it. And every time LaFeria's got the ball in their hands, they have executed. There is no question about this Lion offense, who have just bullied their way this whole time. And there's all kinds of flags coming out now. You know, we got players getting chippy, emotions running high. You got to keep that under control. And I'm sure Coach Gonzalez is not happy about that. When you've had yourself the lead, LaFeria comes back, makes their comeback, scores tied at 34-34. You're looking at a 0-0 ball game. You know, I can see frustration getting set in, but you got to keep it under control. You got to have sportsmanship. So let's see what the officials are going to call it and see where it's going to be marked. They're talking it over right now. As they do, we can take a look to see if any scores coming around, updates from Valley football, maybe some Coastal Bend football as well. Let's take a look at what we can find. Sinton on top of Raymondville right now, 48-0. Ed Calchelsa 63, PSJA Memorial 0. That's a final over there. PI up on Rio Hondo 27-17. Rio Grande City 7, San Antonio Southside 0. PSJA North 7, PSJA High 0. So a couple scores. Fremont 14, Santa Maria 6. Just a couple scores from around the valley. So looks like the Gators have the ball at maybe their 1 as the Lions are trying to stuff it in there. But the Gators pound out a couple of yards, maybe get to the 5. So trying to give themselves a little cushion. It looks like the ball is placed on the 6. Snaps a little low, but Sanchez picks it up, tries to get outside and hit hard. And Sanchez goes out of bounds and gets up a little limpy. And hopefully he's okay to finish this game up. Sanchez has showed his toughness here tonight as he's grounded out some big yards and some touchdowns here, leading that offensive surge for the Gators in the first half. We talked about halftime adjustments. Well, you can see the Lions did just that defensively. Gators up the middle. Like De La Garza picks up maybe about 8, but going to be short of the first down. So 4th and 3. Gators going to take no chances and punt this one away. Clock keeps ticking. We're under 4 minutes now. 51-34 game. Gators boom that one back. Takes a short bounce, but picked up at about the 49-yard line, and out come the Lions, which I'm sure Coach Salinas is going to say, hey, we got time. We still have time left in this game. We're not going to slow things down. There's things that we need to continue working on, and they're going to keep going. And if they put up another one, they're going to put up another one. But he knows that his team needs to continue to get their reps. So here we go. Lions ready for the snap. Trevino hands it off to Dickerson. Dickerson finds himself some room to run, turns on the turbo button, and picks up about 20 yards there before being pushed out of bounds. Chains are moving. And that'll put the ball at about the 30. Trevino ready for the snap. Hand off to Dickerson once again. This time he comes the other side. Flags are on the field though, and they may call that one back. Let's see what the official call is going to be. And it's going to be a hold against the Lions. So that'll take them back some. Getting close to the 3-minute mark left in our game. And what a game it has been. Back and forth game for about 2.5 quarters. And then the Gators find themselves in some 3rd and long situations. And the Lions take control after that. So pickup of about 6. And we are at that 3-minute mark. Ball gets to about the 34. Trevino waiting for the call. I'm sure they're also going to let that play clock run and take away seconds from the game clock. They're in absolutely no rush, up 51-34. Ball handed off to Dickerson. Dickerson stuffed in the background. In on that tackle was Jorge Guerrero. Still about looking at a 3rd and 14 now. We're getting to that 2-minute mark. And there is absolutely no rush on this 3rd. Trevino walking up to the line, barks out his play call. Trevino in that shotgun, ball handed off inside. Met immediately at the line of scrimmage, not much there. Looks like once again, George Guerrero gets in on that one. So now a 4th and maybe 14. And what a game we had tonight. If you guys have stayed with us throughout this game, the first half was just an absolute war as both teams going back and forth. LaGrulla actually had themselves a 10-point lead at one time in the first half, and LaFeria comes back ties it up at 34-34. And they're going to call a timeout. We got about 50 seconds left in the game. But once again, what a swing for the Lions. And it all came at the cost of a couple of third down mishaps for the Gators. You had one series, you had a third down, and then a penalty would put them back to a 3rd and long. Unsuccessful, couldn't get the first, couldn't pick up the yards, puts them in a 4th down situation, a punt away. And LaFeria gets the ball, boom, score. Gators' next drive, once again, they're at a 3rd down, bad snap, big loss of yards, 4th down, punt it away. Punt it away, boom, LaFeria comes back and scores again. So little things like that, which I'm sure Coach Gonzalez, they're going to come back, they're going to watch film, they're going to talk to the boys, be like, hey, we still got a good chance, to get ourselves in the playoffs, which the way that the Gators have been moving the ball, there's no reason why they won't be a playoff team, and they're going to go and compete in a by-district area match. You know what I mean? A by-district match, but it'll be fun. And LaFeria, once again, just showing offensively what they can do. And when the ball's in their hands, things are going to happen. Playmakers on every side and every angle, as that was Isaiah Longoria picking up big yards there. And we're just getting closer and closer as this game is ticking down. But what a great game we had here tonight here in LaFeria. I want to thank LaFeria for having us here. Great hospitality from everybody from the top to the bottom. The IT department helped us out. Making sure we were good to go and everything went smoothly. Thanks to the superintendent, Dr. Hernandez. Starts from the top. We want to thank everybody here in LaFeria. And we're hoping everybody has a safe drive. I don't know what that storm's going to be looking like here, as that's just about going to do it as victory formations go in. And LaFeria will improve to 2-0 in district, 5-1. 5-1 in overall, and the Gators will be 1-1 now in district. Let's see what's coming up ahead for both teams next week. LaGrulla will have Zapata, and LaFeria will have Kingsville King. So we want to thank you all for tuning in to Rio Sports Live. We had a great time here. I hope you guys enjoyed our broadcast, and we will see you guys at the next one. This is Rio Sports Live.